Hi, I'm Josh. I was born in poverty-laden Flint, Michigan to a blue-collar working family. I went from pulling weeds, washing dishes, and delivering pizzas to building a small business doing over $150,000 a month. I sold it and moved to Costa Rica with my wife and 4 kids. And on this podcast, we explore the secrets and the strategies that I used to win. Building your business is one of the hardest things you will ever do. So let me finally help you automate, grow, and someday sell your company. Hey everybody, Josh here. Check this out. Hard work is not enough. I was just listening to Entrepreneur on Fire. Great podcast, almost 1,400 episodes. Unbelievable show. I mean, I've been listening probably to that podcast since before they had 1,000 episodes out. And he's interviewing a guest, and they're talking about how hard work is not enough. And it really resonated with me. So I immediately grabbed my mic, plugged it into my phone, and I'm recording this right now because I just know it's valuable to remind ourselves. So when you're building a business, there's a tendency to feel really good about yourself because you go to bed exhausted. There's a tendency to feel really good about yourself because you worked hard. It's almost like we psychologically pat ourselves on the back because our effort level was high. But this is a huge trap, okay? This is not the way that dollars are earned for us. The example I like to use is down in Costa Rica. I have this gardener. He works in our garden. He takes care of the hedges and the small parts of grass we have. He cleans the pool. He does a lot of different things. Really, really hard worker. Very genuine man. He's from Nicaragua. His name's Miguel, and he makes $20 a day. And it makes my stomach hurt sometimes when I pay him his fee. I usually always give him more. But the thing is I actually pay him above market rate for what he does because the value he provides is so widely available. It's so easily replaceable that is the price for what he does. Now, he's got family in Nicaragua, and he actually migrates down to Costa Rica to work jobs like this and then go every 3 months back home and send the money to his family. And I don't even want to go down the rabbit trail of talking about how that breaks my heart and all that kind of stuff. Okay, I want to focus on how working hard does not produce money for you. Now, if you're going to be a successful person, I believe that working hard is a prerequisite, but it's not the key factor for the amount of dollars that wind up finding their way to your bank account. The real way you make money is by providing a lot of value to a lot of people. Now, I say this a lot, but I think there's a lot of confusion. And when I talk to people, when I do coaching calls, people in my boot camp, just in general, I often say the more value you provide and the more people you provide it to, the more money you make. But I don't think people understand what I mean. So let's talk about it for a minute, okay? So, first of all, I think value is kind of a generic term, but let's use an example. So the bootcamp that I created, right? This bootcamp took a huge amount of work for me to put together, but I worked on it for about 6 months. And after I completed it, it's available now, and I can sell it over and over and over and over and over. Now, here's why it's a lot of value. Number one, I have life experience and things that I've done and accomplished with my life, and the knowledge I have through my bachelor's degree in pain and my master's in suffering in my niche, which is service businesses. That's highly valuable information. So what I did is I worked really hard, and I packaged that information into my product, right? The thing is, though, is that I'm not getting paid because my effort was high. I'm getting paid because I have highly specialized expertise in a very specific niche, and I've created a product using technology, because it's an online web-based thing, that I can sell to people over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So we launched the bootcamp in February. I laid low for a few months. We sold a few more here and there. It's not even my primary focus at all. My primary business right now is Send Gym. But here's my point. It's a highly profitable thing for me to do. And that's why I built it this way. So working hard is a prerequisite, but the reason that it makes a lot of money for me is because I've multiplied my efforts. So I spent my time, on high level tasks, on the content, making a quality product that delivers 10 times more value than it costs. And then I serve my customers, but I try to automate as much as I can. I get other people involved in the private mastermind Facebook group. We have, automation in the CRM we use, and the thank you package that goes out to people when they sign up. And the Bootcamp itself is these modules and these videos and all this training. It's already built. So the value that I created through that can be multiplied. I could sell 10,000 boot camps and I don't have to recreate the product, right? So in your small business, what you got to figure out how to do is how to provide a lot of value to a lot of people. So if you're in a cleaning business, for example, how do you get your value to more people in an automated way that doesn't require every minute of your time? Well, there's a million ways you could do that, but in the beginning, you probably do just have to hustle and work hard and grind and just sacrifice and things. But if you're doing it right, when you come out the other side, you're going to have a team of people following processes and procedures and systems that you've created through absolute raw effort and hard work. But then guess what happens? You get to step back and the value keeps spilling out of your company. The value is the way that you service, the way you engage your customers, the high level of engagement, the super friendly, over-the-top attitude, the technical precision of your crews because you have a really good training program that you worked your butt off creating. Later, you're going to get the reward on that. And if you do make a lot of money because of your service company, it's not because you worked hard, it's because you worked hard on the correct things that multiply your time. And when you leverage technology and systems to work on the right things, you can actually step away from those things later and they keep producing for you. They keep going. So long after you're out of the field, you're going to have a team of people who are saying that introductory script when they walk up to a homeowner's house. You're going to have a team of people that answer the phone with a high level of enthusiasm because you have a specific way to coach that and go through that every week in your weekly meetings, or maybe your general manager goes through it. So I guess my point is this, guys, is working hard is an admirable thing. It's a good quality characteristic, but if you're looking to be free, if you're looking to create financial freedom, location freedom, if you want to have a business that you can go on vacation and come back and it still made money the whole time, you got to wrap your head around the idea that you need to be working hard on the correct things that multiply and create space for yourself, things that multiply your efforts and your time, and keep doing so even after you stop touching it. So I guess I'll just close with this, and I hope this wasn't confusing. I don't feel like I was super clear-headed in the way I explained this. I probably should have thought about it more, but you know what? I felt inspired. So I'm sure that this message is for somebody. Systems, the whole point of a system is to create more time for yourself later. In the beginning, you actually have less time when you create a system. It takes away time. You stay up till 2 a.m. working on a Word doc or a mind map or a spreadsheet or some sort of a workflow, and you don't even know if it's right. But you deploy it, you test it, you iterate, you pivot, you keep going, you keep testing, and eventually, if you don't quit the band, if you hold on and you keep going through the fire, you're going to be able to step back and say, oh my word, this sales system I developed, this operational system, this employee onboarding system, this blah, 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 fill in the blank system, it's producing value to my team, or it's producing value to my customer, and I'm not even the one running it anymore. I'm not the one touching it. And when that happens, what you've done is you provided more value to more people by working hard on the correct things. That's why I preach you need to have an executive level mentality. You are the CEO of your company, even if it's only you, my friends. You can do it. You have what it takes. I'm not just saying that. Most of you listening to this honestly have the raw material of what it takes to be successful. You just got to stop living in fear. Get out there and do it. Go do something with your life. Build a business that serves you and your family and leaves a legacy. And before I let you go, can you do me a favor? I love doing this podcast and I need your help. I want more people to be served by it. I want the message to get out there, but I need your help. I need more ratings on iTunes. I have very few ratings. I have ridiculous download numbers. So I know there are a lot of people. This podcast is growing very quickly and I love that. That's great. But I need some of you to kind of throw me a bone. Go into iTunes, leave me a 5-star review. Just mention what you like about it. I'll consider it a personal favor from you to me, guys. I appreciate all of you. Also, if you need more blog posts, contents, videos, trainings, you can find out all that stuff on my brand new website, automatejosh.com. There's just a lot of good stuff there. We're still adding to it. It's not perfect, but it's really, really good. So check it out. Let me know what you think. If you have a question for me that you want me to answer on one of these podcasts, contact me at automatejosh.com. Just go to the Ask Josh tab, fill out your question, send it through, and I'll answer it. Take care. Keep fighting the good fight. I'll see you out there. Hey, thanks for hanging out, friends. And from all of us here at the Quick Talk Podcast team, we hope you loved today's show. We hope that you were inspired to become a doer and not just a listener. Apply what you've heard today in your own business and watch things change for the better. Lastly, remember that all the money in the world can't save your soul. Seek first the kingdom of God, my friends. We'll see you next time.
For more information about the Quick Talk Podcast or Joshua's other businesses, visit our website, quicktalkpodcast.com. Have a blessed day.